Good afternoon, I'm Jake Seaton with music.mync.com, and you're watching Gross Ghost on Sessions at Studio B. Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for coming in.
Thanks, man. Thanks for having us.
All right.
Thanks for having us.
There you go.
Yeah,
all right. All right. Well, let's talk about Gross Ghost. How did you guys meet? How did this whole project come about?
Well, Trey and I were roommates, and we lived together. And Trey's always recording. He's like a little, he's got. I mean, I'm gonna call you a genius. To me, you are. So he's working on songs, and I'd always come home, and I didn't have any. I was like had writer's block. I wasn't doing anything musically. So I got this song, sing on it. I'd be like, all right, I'll try something, and we started like
drunk at like 3 o'clock in the morning. Like.
Yeah, I was usually inebriated, but anyway, I would come in and I'd be like, what's going on? And he'd be like, I got this song, and then I'd just work on it, and eventually that started getting me to write songs too, and then I'd do the same thing to him, and we just trade off. So.
Well. How did it expand beyond just you and Trey? Like, how did you start picking up other band members?
Because we played a show and we sucked. Our friends Future Islands offered us like the night before a gig, like, you want to open up for us tomorrow at this club in Greenville? We were like, okay. And we went home and drank a bunch of coffee, and we tried to work on a set, because it's all recording, there's multiple instruments, we had to figure out how to pare it down. And then we went to do it, and there was about 100 people there just ready to watch us play, and we just bombed. Like, I went to Party City and got all these confetti, and I got all these party noise makers and stuff, and we sucked. And at the end, I just popped them all off, and I was like, we need a drummer. And Brad, I saw Brad around hanging out in town, and he was always kicking me in the butt for not doing anything musically, and it made perfect sense to get him to do this.
Well, you say you didn't do anything musically, but you've been playing music for a long time.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
since you were a
just-
kid, and you even had a previous band in this area, right?
Yeah, I had I was in a band called Spader, and that was good. That was like around the time of King's Arcade. That was like the time where every band was, you know, that time I met Brad, that time I met Trey. You know, King's was really good for live music back in a couple of years ago. And
Mhm.
played in Spader, and I worked at King's. It was great. And then I just had this like time where I didn't have anything to do, and I didn't. The Kings ended, and you know I was in some crappy jobs, and music wasn't coming to me.
Yeah.
Then I met this guy. I'm gonna put it all on you.
So when did you actually start playing music?
Well, I grew up with you. I'm gonna let them know. Editors know. I grew up with this guy. Nepotism all around. But we know each other for a long time. I taught you some songs when I was like.
Glycerine.
Yeah, I
Glycerine.
taught you a Bush song. Who would have known that guy would have gone on to marry Gwen Stefani?
Yeah, I know, right?
I thought the second album was better.
Well,
Like if better is worse and not as bad.
well, when was it that you wanted it? You heard something, and you're like, I want to do this. I want to play music.
I think just getting my first guitar. My dad got me my first guitar around the time when I was 13, and you know, just nothing's more fun than doing your own thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I just would bang away in this room. They gave me this room, and I'd lock myself in it and just, you know, and nothing would. Like I think it took 2 years before I actually learned a chord,
Uh-huh.
and after that it was all, you know.
Was there anything in particular? I mean, like we mentioned, you taught me how to play Glycerine.
Yeah.
But we also listened to a lot of Smashing Pumpkins
I think I
at the time.
taught you a really bad version. I think I
Well,
taught you,
you
like,
know.
the poor man's version of Glycerine. I was like, it sounds like this. Play it like that.
Hey, I thought I was cool. I thought I was cool.
Well, as long as you pulled the wool over your eyes and you
Yeah.
thought you learned it, so that's good. I thought I'd try to charge you, I think, for a lesson. Like maybe give me some Skittles or Twizzlers or something.
Well, were there any bands that like influenced you at all, in particular?
I really like Public Image Limited. I get that a lot, but I like that. I like The Fall, and I think with our band, we're kind of anything goes. That's kind of, you know, we showed up here and we had your tech working on stuff. Like, we're just kind of lazy, and not in a bad way, just that we just hang out. And I think bands kind of like Guided by Voices and Flaming Lips, just kind of like where you get the sense that they just hang out and they care more about that. We care about the songs too.
Uh-huh.
We're not sitting over here trying to get the perfect, you know, chord or tuning. We're just trying to have fun.
Awesome. Well, let's hear a couple more.
Giving up on you today.
The Architect.
I need to learn to be more subtle. I keep my head above water. Maybe it could be my double. It can keep me out of trouble. 'Cause the paranoia still grips me. It's part of our history. It's part of it. Ooh. You were there. You were headed out, running your mouth. But I love you, I love you. I'll give you what you deserve. Promise that no one gets hurt. It's always me. It's me. Night spent on the town. It was a night spent on the ground. And all the things that we found. Broken air mattress, probably the flattest that we'll ever see. But it don't show what you mean to me. Now the paranoia still grips me. It's part of our history. Paranoia still grips me. Part of our paranoia.
All right.
All right.
All right, so you and Trey actually have already put out one album. You released it for free and also on cassette.
Yeah.
Why did you put it out on cassette for one?
Well, it's fun. I mean, it's fun because, you know, you sit with your friends and you get the covers ready and you make them. And it's also a test of, like, do you even have a cassette player? It's like,
No.
people have to try. People have to try a little harder if they want to hear it.
Yeah.
Also, it's really just our friend Neil, friend Neil Vendrick. He put it out, and he's really into tapes, and he has a whole bunch of a cult of people that love him. So
Well, what is it about the tape? Like, what's different from the tape than the CD? That
extra songs, we put more of the, you know, it's since you're listening to it and you're obviously taking the time to listen to it. There's extra songs like stuff that we did. And
Yeah.
We have a vault of just jams from when we lived together that we just threw it on there.
Yeah. Well, since then you've added more members of the band.
Yeah.
Well, what's next? What's the next album going to be like, and where are
Well,
you
right.
recording it?
Yeah. BJ. This beautiful man, I said it. BJ Burton, he runs a studio, Flying Tiger Sound, and he's got all these awesome bands. He's got a comp coming out, and he's doing some songs with us, and we're gonna do EP with him, and it's probably gonna come out around October, November.
Mm-hmm.
And we've already tracked some of the stuff. We just gotta go back and sprinkle the magic on it, I guess.
Right.
But it's sounding great, and he's got a really great studio, so he's been helping us out. And I've been talking with Josh Pope from The Love Language. He might do some songs for us too. He's got a home studio.
Well, how are those albums going to be different than the one you've already put out?
Better sound quality. We'll have mics, and there's a live room where you can record, and it sounds great.
Mm-hmm.
We were just recording with whatever we could find, duct tape a microphone, tuning forever,
Mm-hmm.
all that kind of stuff. Just, that's the advantage and the disadvantage. You got to be on point with this kind of stuff. When it was just me and Trey, we were just hanging out.
Yeah. Well, the first album it was real textured, and there's real electronic elements, but this is just straight up rock and roll.
Mm-hmm.
Well, why that change, and what has moved?
Well, we just,
It was weird for a little while because people were listening to the recordings and coming to the shows, and they were saying, this is not what I bought into. But then they dug that too. It was two separate entities.
Yeah.
And now we've got guy Ryan. He's gonna come and play guitar, and he's gonna round out keyboards, guitars, samples. He's gonna actually add the extra stuff that we didn't get around to the first go.
Mm-hmm.
But I dig this. I mean, this setup's pretty cool too.
Yeah.
It's more whatever we're feeling at the time is kind of how it's gonna roll.
All right. Well, going back, I wanted to ask, how did the name Gross Ghost come about originally?
A gross ghost is a person who the party's over, it's done with, and there's still someone up, trying to get everybody to party with them, and everyone's like, go to sleep. And the sun comes up, and you see the sun on their face, and they're just gone, and that's a gross ghost.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how I met Trey. He used to fall asleep. I used to throw parties, and he'd fall asleep standing up.
What?
Yeah.
I don't recall it.
That's.
This ever happening.
I mean, I think when you fall asleep standing up, I don't think you recall that at all, but I do. And I was like, hey, I gotta do something with that guy. That guy's cool. He can fall asleep standing up.
Well, I hope you don't do that here.
If he does, at least maybe he can even play bass asleep.
I probably play in my sleep.
We'll try it. We'll try it out.
All right. So you mentioned that you're recording one album with BJ, and then you're working on something else. You've talked to Josh.
I'm just doing home demos. Basically, I'm just trying to get people to record me and by me I mean us. The songs I've got, demos I've got. I live in Carborough, so I get people to demo me out there. Bring them to the guys. They do what they do and put their stamp on it.
Well, it seems like there'd be a huge sound difference between a professional studio and then a home studio.
Definitely.
And
I think that's the way it should be. I mean, I don't think we should have our sound is wherever we are at the time that we're at, wherever we are. I mean, it's. I like the home demo sound.
Yeah.
I like that warm feel, and the studio is cool too because you can try tricks and new stuff. And I think certain songs dictate where it's going to be recorded at. Too.
Right.
So.
Cool. Well, let's hear one more.
All right.